got Lil Macc Loco. I'm on 51st Avenue, McDowell, at the House of Fades. Finna go inside. We're gonna talk to me for a minute, man. You might get to know something about me. Lil Macc Loco. Well, I used to bang in the streets. I'm off of 67th Avenue and Indian School. They used to call me Lil Macc. I got the local part because everybody in prison used to say I was crazy. And how I adapted the whole Walking Dead man image, you know what I'm saying, and things that I was doing because the guy in prison one day said I was the Walking Dead man. And I took that, like, at first not thinking about it, you know, just, yeah, whatever. I thought he was making a comment, you know. And then as I started, like, thinking about it, it just started to make sense. It started to fit me. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Phoenix, I look at Arizona, I know everybody. I am the old school OG. You know, so it just fit. I've been rapping actually for about almost 20-some years. First experience with music was I got a tape one day, and it was like a white tape, and it had Ice-T's name on it, and I could only read like one song. It was all the letters were warped. It was like Squeeze the Trigger, and it was like the best song I ever heard. I like played it over and over and over, and I mean, it seemed like I wanted to break dance to that song, you know, but ever since then I was like, wow, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to rap. I want to, you know, that's who I want to be, you know what I'm saying, just like him, you know what I'm saying? I think that's when I started paying more attention to it, and I started focusing on it, because, you know, it was like, you know, with all the other rappers that were out around then, it was more like it was almost like a transition from the funk era into something new, and I was blown away by it. Yo, Speedy, let's do this. It kind of spreads around because when it comes to like music, you know, it's like it can go from Parliament, Funkadelics, you know what I'm saying, with One Way, Lakeside, you know, and then it'll come back over to, you know, a lot of blues artists, a lot of jazz artists, different people, you know what I'm saying, in that genre. And with, you know, with rap, you know, you had like the Curtis Blow, Scarfaces, Run DMC, LL Cool J, you know, and it just came from there, and it just builds, you start liking people. And then like a lot of the newer cats were coming with, it was like the same flavor, but it was like their style to it, and you was able to see how, you know, just different worlds were on the East Coast, how Method Man used to change, has to flip his lyrics, you know, how down south, how Scarface used to have the most beautiful delivery that I've ever heard, you know, and then on the West Coast it was like, you know, up north, up with X-Rated, he used to be real difficult with his lyrical, you know what I'm saying, skills, and then, you know, it was just, you know, the gangster stuff with Dub C, it was just really, you know, I was into it, I really liked it, it was almost fun to listen to music, I wanted to hear music. For me, it definitely starts off with the music. You know, if somebody can submit a track, can find a track, you know, they can give me, you know, a beat, something that they've been working on or whatever, and I'll play it. Instantly, it's got to catch my attention. Instantly, I've got to hear like I can do something with this. I might not even write to it right then and there. I might wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and put it on. I might get my coffee going. I get my coffee going, and it's like the, you know, the creative juices come, and I just start putting sentences together, and next thing you know, it's like I got a full song. It's completed. My boy Sir Speedy, POW Records, he's been doing music for, you know, last decade and a half. You know, he's worked with, you know, a lot of different artists, as himself, you know, selling his own music, and being in the game for long periods of time, you know, he just accumulated a lot of knowledge of the game. He's accumulated a lot of things that people don't use anymore, a lot of vintage stuff, a lot of newer stuff, you know, that we can tamper with. You know, it's real versatile in the studio. So when I can come in there and I can say, well, hey, let's use this board. Let's use this, let's use, these racks right here. Let's do something different. And we can always twist it. And with him being the veteran that he is, he's able to make the adjustments. We go in, we'll load up the music on his program. He might take off, let me know when I'm ready. I'll play the music back a few times, going over my verses. Come back, we'll lay the track. It might take me maybe an hour to knock out a song. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that you bring that up, because it's like in the underground game, you gotta really promote your stuff. You gotta market and try to find, people like your music. See, and at the time, it's like I'm going around. There was a lady friend, that I had met, put my music out, named Danielle Marshall. You know what I'm saying? And she was, liking my music, grooving to it, playing. It's like what I like to call a supporter, not like a fan, more like somebody, like a support group, because you need your support group, people who support your work, who are willing to play it for other people, and I've got that. And at the same time, there's a brother named Chaz Pratt that was, promoting a movie, doing basically the same thing. And he's marketing, a movie, and at the same time, he needs an artist, and I need work, you know what I'm saying? And it just happens the two met up. Me's actually a funny song, because it's a song based on, well, the title comes from how we talk in the hood, without saying somebody's name, without putting somebody's name out there. You know what I'm saying? We always refer to the other person as me. You know what I mean? Like, me don't like me, you know what I mean? And the thing is, everybody will be like, why don't he like you? And I'm like, well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But, that was always a saying, and the thing is like, when you're doing things in the neighborhood, you kind of want to try to find something that can get everybody's attention. It's hard to write a song that you're going to say it's going to be a hit. It's hard to write a song that you think, it's going to be catchy. And there's so much flavor out there, and I took that, what we do, and tried to create a song out of it, and, hoping that it was a gem, that I'm dropping. And hopefully it's catchy and people will like it. I like to see it. I'm like very excited about it, actually. I've been telling everybody about it. I know everybody's been kind of blowing me off, like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, like I said, Arizona is a weird place. I mean, we're like we're truly the show me state. Now, that's not to knock St. Louis. I mean, I know St. Louis got the tagline, it's on their license plate. I mean, but I mean, we're definitely the show me state. You can show me better than you can tell me, is the saying out here. So, I mean, you might spread the word, but until they actually see it, I mean, it's more or less like, it's like hearsay.